What's up everyone, I hope you're really enjoying the new character in Soul Calibur 6, Cassandra, and I'm hoping this video is going to help you to enjoy her even more. I first saw this when I was watching Linkor's stream, and I'd seen setups a lot like it before on other characters. He told me how it worked, and I've kind of delved into it myself and found some more setups for it. And that's what we're going to be going through in this video. It's really strong. And it's basically just clash tech. As you'll probably know, there are a lot of different ways that moves can clash in Soul Calibur 6. When a vertical trades with a horizontal, it has a favourable clash for the person doing the vertical in that situation. A lot of the times, this will give you enough frame advantage on clash to actually get a free, unscaled launcher into combo on your opponent. And that's what we're looking at here. However, I don't know of any character who has as diverse and powerful of ways to set up clashing like this as Cassandra does. It's very easy, it's very basic, it's very powerful, so let's start talking about it. Essentially, if Cassandra's B trades with a horizontal, you are at least plus 20 on block. I don't know of Cassandra's moves that are plus 22 or more. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to call it plus 20. I know a lot of these clashes are exactly plus 20, so that's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to have the opponent guard and then mash a 2A, right? And I'll show you this. Now, you'll see here that the computer is going to block as soon as it can. In this situation, my B is trading with their 2A, and I am plus 20. I get a free launcher. 59 damage. Cassandra can get even more using some of her gimmicks. Here are some other things that you can do with plus 20. If you have DF, you can do DF 6BA plus B for 74 damage. You can critical edge if you have a meter. That's going to get you 80 damage. And if you have DF, you can critical edge, and that's going to do 95 damage, which is insane for something as simple as trading with your single B, which is a 14 frame mid, and that's important. So basically, this can happen really at any time. It can happen in neutral, it can happen at other points of frame advantage, but the most simple by far way to set this up and be ready for it and be ready to capitalize on it is to put yourself at plus 2, and then your 14 frame B trades with their 12 frame horizontal, a generic AA, a generic 2A. These are all 12 frame horizontals, and these are the tools that people are going to mash if they're at mild frame disadvantage to try and steal the turn. And Cassandra has some really good consistent ways of putting herself at plus 2, both on block and on hit. Quickly, there is one other option I want to show you when you're at plus 20. If you don't have DF and you want DF, which you do, you can do 66A plus B 4. That's going to get you 50 damage, and it's going to activate DF. So that's a really strong option if you don't already have it. Anyway, let's now talk about the moves that are plus 2 on block and on hit. So the one I've been using to show this off has been 6A plus B, a really strong, long range, pretty fast, high horizontal that's used to control space in neutral. It's very rewarding on hit. It's 36 damage, a knockdown, and it activates DF itself. So that's really strong. So 6A plus B, really strong move. You want to use it a lot, and if they block it, you're plus 2. 6AA is another pretty long range, high horizontal, is kind of one of Cassandra's main step catchers. This is natural on counter hit, and the other option is 6AB. So this is a really strong series, kind of similar in a way to Zaslamel's 6AA and 6AB, with the 6AA, the high extension, being plus 2 on block, and the 6AB extension being safe and a mid. So 6AA, B, plus 10, and once again the completely unscaled follow-up. Really, really powerful. Another one, and this is a really, really powerful poking string and punishment string, is Cassandra's BK. This, once again, comes off of a 14 frame B. This is +8 on hit. So it's a really strong block punisher. And if they block BK, it is also +2, which is kind of insane. If the computer blocks it, it's going to get hit by the second one, so I'm going to have to whiff the first hit, but obviously in a match you could make them block BK as a whole. Once again, that's +2, unscaled, launcher, completely for free. So those are the 3 setups that I've found for this on block. They're all really, really strong, as you can see. And Cassandra also has a few really consistent, really strong ways of getting this on situations on hit as well. So situations for Cassandra that are +2 on hit are AA, BB. Now you have to keep in mind with her BB it has a bit of pushback and it actually leaves you out of range for 3B on the trade, but it is still +20. You can still do the other options we spoke about, 66A plus B4, critical edge, 6BA plus B with DF. So all of that still works. You're just out of range for 3B, which is a little bit stubby on Cassandra. And the other ones are full crouch 1B on hit. This is a move that I don't really see people using it. Maybe it doesn't end up being that good, but I think it's got potential. It's a long range low poke that does 20 damage, which is very decent. Tech crouches, obviously. Look at the range on it. And yeah, +2 on hit. So, boom. Excellent, right? You get that? Bang. And once again, on this one, you can be out of range for the 3B. Looks like it has a bit of varying frame advantage tip range. But basically, you know, this does work, okay? +2 on hit. And one more, and the computer reacts really weirdly to this one. I don't know why it won't mash 2A there like I want it to. And once again, this is trying to do this to me. I don't know why, but my training mode really never wants me to be able to actually record the opponent doing something, so I'm going to have to actually restart the game. So by the magic of editing, I will be back in 1 second. Pow, I'm back. So as I was saying, the computer doesn't like to react to this in the right way, so I'm going to mash 2A here. This is Cassandra's 1K, and this also proves that this works. I'm holding guard and A the whole thing, so mashing 2A here. So Cassandra has really, really good low pokes that are plus on hit, which is pretty rare in Soul Calibur outside of Soul Charge. So once again, that's AA on hit, BB, full crouch 1B. Okay, let's stop. Full crouch 1B. Alright, AA, BB, full crouch 1B, and 1K on hit. These are all obviously really common situations to be in. You know, a 12 frame punisher, an optional 14 frame punisher, and just really strong, safe mid poke string, and 2 really strong low pokes. The range on that is insane. And then once again on block, you have these moves that you really want to use a lot in neutral to close in. And they're all +2 on block. This one as well, +2 on block, +2 on hit. In all of these situations, you can get your B to trade with a horizontal. They're mashing their AA or their 2A and get +20 unscaled. Right, okay, so we've explained that. So the real value of this, because you're going to watch this, right, you're going to think it's pretty cool because it is, and you're going to want to go into ranked and try this out. Now obviously someone, unless they're really dumb, isn't really going to get hit with this more than once, maybe twice. They're going to go, oh, okay. Maybe that's not true, because there are a lot of different situations where you can be +2, right? But once they've understood, they're not going to get hit by the exact same setup more than once or twice. But the real value of this is at that point, and this is how Linkhorst put it when I was watching him stream. He said the way that you can clash with moves like this in this game really allows you to enforce your frame advantage, and that was an excellent way of putting it. Because I'm only +2, you know, but I'm only +2 here. But I can make you terrified of trying to interrupt and take your turn back with the kind of tools that you would usually use to try and take your turn back here. You're going to have to resort to GI or trying to step or something like that, because your typical turn stealer 2A is such a huge risk in any situation where Cassandra is +2. It allows you to enforce that frame advantage. And this is really important for Cassandra, because what you really want to get going, and the real value of making people scared of your small frame advantage, is to get her amazing grappling game going. Cassandra is one of the very, very few characters in Soul Calibur 6 who has command grabs with both breaks, both being +8 on block. She has, this is a back break. It gives her DF, it's 50 damage on hit, +8 on break. And then the other one is, this is her forward command grab, which is +8 on break, and it gives follow-ups. And if you have the DF from the back one, you get really big extensions from this. I can try and show that now. Oh, I missed it. Anyway, don't worry about that for now. You get really big combos if you have the DF, and if you don't, then you can get pretty decent stuff or some tech traps. Still, 58 damage grab for the front break. Once again, both of these command grabs for both breaks, +8 on break. So her frame advantage and the ways that she can chain offense is really scary. And once again, especially if you get your opponent respecting your turn, your plus frames, and that is exactly what this clash situation can do for you once you get your opponent scared of it. So that's pretty much it for the situation that I wanted to explain in this video. I'm really enjoying Cassandra. I'm very strongly considering picking her up as a secondary in this game. She's the best DLC in this game by far for me. So I'm definitely going to be working on some kind of guide material for her. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to structure it yet. For now, if you want to see a good guide on Cassandra, I recommend you watch Party Wolf's video. He did a really good introduction video to Cassandra where more than anything he goes over her unique mechanics, her gimmicks if you want, her DF, her guard usage, and her sort of tackle stance, and her grabs a bit as well. That was a really good video from Party Wolf, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. I definitely suggest you check that out if you're desperate for a Cassandra guard right now, and I will do something with a bit of a different angle, probably a bit longer and in more detail in the near future, so be looking out for that. And yeah, I think that's it for this video, guys. So like, comment, and subscribe, all of that stuff that I have to say at the end of these videos, and it's really boring. And I'll see you all soon, okay? So thanks for watching. See you later.